morning. Today's a great day because it's all about you and about being yourself. The winds of change are blowing, and where we feel that at the Pinnacle source first and foremost is in the workplace. And the way we look at it is the workplace has been dominated for years. We're in the information age, after all, by analysis and by the scrutiny of credentials and the like. And that's changing. It's a subtle shift, but it's shifting. May not be readily detected, but I'm here to tell you that it's starting to take place. And where we see that being felt the most and playing out, if you will, is the way in which employment decisions are being made, the way in which interviews and candidates are being evaluated. And I'd love to get the input of any of my clients out there on their feelings about this matter. And I'm here to help some of the candidates with making this shift a part of their lives, because we don't need the sport coat anymore. We know that in the workplace. I'm casual today, and it's a big part of what's happening. So look at it this way. If your job can be offshore outsourced, if it can be replaced by automation, AI, at some point in time, it's going to be eliminated. And that translates down into the interview process in that credentials are becoming homogenized, I like to say. Information has certainly become commoditized. So we're in an age where being able to connect is what can't be replaced. And that's what takes place in interviews. Whether it's over the phone, whether it's over the camera, whether it's face-to-face, your ability to listen, your ability to communicate is not replaceable. It's all about character. It's all about being authentic. It's all about having the ability to relate to the person at the other end of the interview. And that's where we see the change taking place, and frankly would love to continue to see it take place. So what are top flight executives looking for? They're looking for candidates that can't be replaced, or can't be outsourced through automation or through offshoring. And those are individuals that, yes, they do have the requirements they're looking for. They have the specifications. So I'm not suggesting that that's going to go away, because it never will. But once you get through as a candidate that layer, once you get through the superficial, once you get through some of the Q&A, you're on to having the opportunity to become a valued member, an asset, and someone that fits. You may notice that for us, on both sides, client companies are talking about the fact that we need a cultural fit, and candidates are talking about culture is king. Of course, that's because all of the intangible factors, the things that really are the juice, if you will, of the relationship, are what's becoming paramount. Again, as analysis is starting to fade in importance, real relationships are taking shape, and that's where decisions are being made. So keep that in mind. All this is heavily reinforced and beautifully articulated in Daniel Pink's book called A Whole New Mind. And he gets into the whole right brain, left brain issue, which I won't today. But if you're interested in the book, let me know. I'd be happy to send you a copy for free. And it's just a big part of my thinking over the years that is now really evolving to become paramount. Again, it's not to say that you don't need to be prepared as a candidate. You do. You need to do your homework. You need to do your research. You need to get on LinkedIn and find out about the interviewer. You need to understand the company. If in any way you need to figure out the essence of the company's message and their value, and whether you resonate or not with that. So when you get into a conversation, you can be authentic about your values and how that might relate to what they're doing. It's not to say that you don't have to have your ducks in a row about your credentials. You do. You are competing in a very tough marketplace where, again, a lot of the credentials of candidates are similar. But the way to stand out is through connecting, through relating, through listening, through striking a chord with the individual by getting beyond the superficial, by getting beyond the Q&A and getting into, let's say, beyond the factoids, beyond the facts and figures that they're going to ask you about, and into a more meaningful relationship if all possible. We do encourage candidates to ask us to be prepped. We're here to help you. We love helping candidates close. We love helping candidates get offers. But at the same time, think about where the real juice in the relationship is starting to form as you're interacting with the individual on the other end. So keep in mind that once the chemistry is established, you have the ability to get beyond the interview format, if you will, into a different context. And don't be surprised if that leads to a second interview or a real meeting, a more important meeting, because everyone's looking to connect right now. To recap, I would say don't take for granted the fact that you do need to be prepared. Don't come in looking like this, frankly. I did this for effect today. We encourage our candidates to, frankly, overdress for face-to-face interviews. It can never hurt to take a blazer off like I did. And be prepared and keep your mind on qualifying and closing when it's appropriate. But you will have an opportunity to make a change in a workplace and to fit into a workplace through your communication skills. We're always here to help you. We actually are going to post a blog related to this video that will have a little bit more content and a recent quote from one of our clients about exactly what he's looking for in SaaS sales candidates today in this Denver marketplace. So we look forward to being of service to you.